Look around you. Do you see limits, or do you see possibility? The truth is, wealth and success aren't reserved for a lucky few. They're built by mindset, strategy, and action. Becoming a millionaire isn't a fantasy. It's a real, achievable goal if you're willing to learn and act. Imagine the freedom, time for family, causes you care about, and a life on your terms. This isn't about greed or shortcuts. It's about building lasting wealth, step by step. The path is here. Are you ready to take the first step? Why not you? Why not now? The difference between you and those with massive success isn't luck or background, it's mindset and strategy. Someday is the enemy of progress. The only time to act is now. Your past doesn't define your future. Every day you wait is opportunity lost. The pain of action is temporary. The pain of regret lasts. Choose action. Choose now. Your future self will thank you. Your life is shaped by your decisions, big and small. Most drift through life on autopilot, but real change starts with a true decision to cut off all other options. Decide to become a millionaire, and commit fully. When you do, your focus and energy shift, you become unstoppable. Say it, I have decided to become a millionaire. This is your foundation, your turning point. Never forget this moment. The decision is just the beginning. This journey demands a new mindset, abundance, not scarcity. Become a relentless learner. Upgrade your skills, seek mentors, and study success. Take massive, uncomfortable action. Step outside your comfort zone. Persistence is key. Setbacks will come, but resilience and grit will keep you moving. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Your growth, learning, and persistence will define your journey. Are you ready to rise to the challenge? Now take your first real step. Get clear on your starting point. Calculate your net worth. Assets minus liabilities. This number is just your baseline, not your identity. Next, write down your specific financial goal and set a deadline. You now have your point A and point B, your map to wealth. Facing the truth gives you power. You've taken your first concrete step. The journey to $1 million begins now. Welcome to the next stage of your transformation. You have made the decision. Now, we must build the foundation upon which your entire financial empire will rest. This foundation is not made of money, stocks, or real estate. It is made of your mindset. Your psychology is the single most important factor that will determine your success on this journey. Think of your mind as a garden. Our first job is to become a master gardener of our own minds. Then, we must plant new seeds of confidence, possibility, and abundance. Over time, these seeds will grow into mighty trees, creating a rich and fertile inner landscape. In this section, we will give you the tools and techniques to build a psychological foundation that is strong enough to support the weight of your dreams. We all carry limiting beliefs about money, picked up from childhood, our parents, friends, and society. These aren't truths, just opinions we've repeated until they feel real. These beliefs act like a thermostat for your wealth. To become wealthy, we must break that old thermostat and install a new one. Identify your most painful limiting belief about money and write it down. See it for what it is, a story costing you your freedom. Challenge this belief. Finally, replace it with a new, empowering belief. Write it down, say it out loud, and repeat it daily. You're burning the old story and writing a new one. Your brain has a filtering system called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Its job is to sift through information and only show you what it thinks is important. If you believe in scarcity, your RAS will prove you right. Change what your RAS focuses on to look for abundance and opportunity. Decide what you want and focus on it. You're telling it, show me the path to wealth. To speed this up, immerse yourself in abundance. Change your information diet, surround yourself with positive people. Practice gratitude for the abundance you already have. Abundance isn't something you acquire, it's a state you tune into. Practice seeing and feeling abundance everywhere, and you'll attract more of it. Having a goal is a great start, but a number itself has no emotional power. You need a big, compelling, emotional why that fuels your journey. Your why is your true motivation. So, what is your why? The real reasons, they're always emotional. Get a clear, vivid, emotional picture of your why in your mind. Connect your financial goals to your deepest values. Money is just a tool, a why gives it purpose. Write down at least 5 powerful emotional reasons why becoming a millionaire is a must for you. Read these reasons daily. This is your fuel. With a strong enough why, you can bear almost any how. Now that you have the emotional fuel, it's time to get clear on the destination. Vague goals produce vague results. Without a clear, specific, measurable target, you'll drift aimlessly. I want to be a millionaire is a start, but not a real goal. A true goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. We define millionaire as having a net worth of at least $1 million. Give yourself a target date. For example, I will achieve a net worth of $1 million by December 31st, 2034. We now have a specific, measurable, and time-bound goal. To make it even more powerful, turn it into a vivid, multi-sensory outcome. Your nervous system can't tell the difference between imagined and real experiences. We can program ourselves for success by repeatedly living in the reality of our achieved goal. This is mental rehearsal. Elite athletes visualize winning before they compete. We will do the same with our financial success. Imagine it is the date you achieved your goal. What are you doing? Who are you with? See what you would see. Hear the sounds of freedom and success. Feel the joy, pride, security, and gratitude. Do this daily. You are building the neural pathways for success. You are conditioning your mind to expect wealth. Make success automatic by creating daily rituals that reinforce your goals. Most people have unconscious rituals that lead to mediocrity. Your first hour sets the tone. Here's a powerful morning ritual, the hour of power. First, movement. Move your body for 10 to 15 minutes. Next, focus on gratitude and visualize success. Finally, feed your mind. Read something positive and empowering. This ritual will fundamentally change you and program you for success. This is how you become unstoppable. You have now built a powerful foundation. Your mindset is strong. Your goal is clear. It is time to shift your identity in the marketplace. For most of your life, you have likely been conditioned to be a consumer. The path to becoming a millionaire requires a radical shift. Transform yourself from a consumer into a creator. Wealth comes from creation. Money is just a reflection of the value you provide to the world. The more value you create, the more wealth flows back to you. Your new focus must be, how can I create more value for more people? See the world as a creator looking for problems to solve and needs to fulfill. You are learning to become a player of the game. This shift is the first step in taking control of your financial destiny. Your most valuable asset is your time, your focus, and your energy. As a creator, you invest them. This is how you begin to build your empire. Now that you're ready, you need a vehicle to deliver value. There are three main paths to wealth. The three primary vehicles are becoming an investor, becoming a world-class employee, or becoming an entrepreneur. The best path depends on you. The key is to choose one path and go all in. We'll explore each path so you can make an informed choice. Choose a vehicle that you can see yourself driving with passion. Your goal today is to choose your starting point. The first path to wealth is the path of the investor. An investor uses money to make more money. They put capital into assets that grow in value or produce income like stocks, bonds, or real estate. To walk this path, you must become a student of money. This path requires patience, discipline, and the ability to manage your emotions. The key is to start early and be consistent. The path of the investor is a powerful vehicle for building wealth over time. The second, often overlooked path to wealth is becoming a world-class employee or entrepreneur. Many millionaires have been created this way. Stop thinking of yourself as just having a job. You are a professional, a problem solver, a value creator. Make yourself indispensable. How can I help the company grow and solve its biggest problems? Adopt an ownership mentality. Commit to being the best in your industry through lifelong learning. This path offers less financial risk and allows you to focus on creating value. Find a great company and dedicate yourself to becoming one of the most valuable players in that industry. The third vehicle is the path of the entrepreneur, building something from nothing. This path offers the highest potential for wealth creation, but it's also high risk, high stress, and not for the faint of heart. Most new businesses fail. You must be resilient and resourceful. The core skill is the ability to execute and turn a vision into a functioning business. If this ignites a fire within you, you might just change the world. It's the path of maximum impact and unlimited potential. Regardless of which of the three paths you choose, investor, world-class employee, or entrepreneur, your success will ultimately depend on one thing: your ability to develop and deploy high-value skills. In the new economy, you're not paid for your time, you're paid for the value you bring to the marketplace. A high-value skill is any skill that solves a significant problem or fulfills a major desire for which people are willing to pay a premium. These are the skills that create leverage, allowing you to generate a disproportionate amount of income relative to the time you put in. Your next step is to identify and master a high-value skill that aligns with your chosen path. Let's look at some examples. For the entrepreneur, high-value skills include things like digital marketing, copywriting, direct response advertising, public speaking, or software development. These skills allow you to acquire customers and generate revenue at scale. For the world-class employee, high-value skills might be leadership, project management, data science, complex negotiation, or becoming the top salesperson in your company. These are the skills that get you promoted and make you indispensable. For the investor, the primary high-value skill is financial analysis, the ability to read financial statements, value a business, and analyze market trends to make intelligent capital allocation decisions. So, how do you identify a high-value skill to learn? First, look at the marketplace. Where is the demand? What problems are businesses and individuals struggling with right now? Look for skills that are difficult to automate and that directly tie to a company's bottom line, such as increasing revenue or decreasing costs. Second, look at your own interests and natural talents. What subjects do you enjoy learning about? What activities make you lose track of time? The ideal high-value skill lies at the intersection of what the market values and what you are genuinely passionate about. This combination creates a powerful synergy for success. Once you have identified a potential skill, you must commit to mastery. Don't be a dabbler. Don't try to learn 5 things at once. Pick one skill and go deep. Your goal is to become so good that people seek you out. Dedicate at least 1 hour every single day to practicing and improving that skill. Read the top 5 books on the subject. Take the best online courses. Find a mentor who has already mastered it. Your ability to learn, practice, and apply a single high-value skill is the most direct lever you have to dramatically increase your income and accelerate your journey to becoming a millionaire. This is your next mission. Choose your vehicle and then forge the skill to drive it. You have come so far. You've forged a new mindset of abundance. You've chosen your vehicle, your primary path to wealth. You've identified the high-value skill you will master. Now, we enter a critical phase. This is where, honestly, the dreamer becomes the doer. This is where the vision is translated into a tangible, actionable plan. A dream without a plan is just a hallucination. It's a source of frustration, not a blueprint for reality. You must now become the architect of your own future, designing the scaffolding that will allow you to build your empire, brick by brick, day by day. Without a plan, your energy will be scattered. Your focus will be diffuse. You'll be busy, but not productive. A great plan provides clarity. It tells you exactly what to do next. When you wake up in the morning, you won't have to waste precious mental energy deciding what's important. Your plan will already have made that decision for you. This eliminates procrastination and builds unstoppable momentum. A plan is your roadmap that guides you through the inevitable fog of daily life, keeping you on the direct path toward your millionaire destination. It acts as your personal command center, allowing you to make strategic decisions rather than emotional, reactive choices. You are no longer a passenger in your own life. You are the pilot, with a clear flight plan to your desired outcome. Many people resist planning. They say it's too restrictive, that it stifles spontaneity. This is a misunderstanding of what a powerful plan is. A good plan does not imprison you. It liberates you. It liberates you from the stress of the unknown. It liberates you from the guilt of wasted time. By creating a structure for your most important goals, you actually create more freedom and space in other areas of your life. When you know you have taken care of the critical actions that move you toward your million-dollar goal, you can fully enjoy your leisure time without a nagging feeling that you should be doing something else. The plan is your key to both massive productivity and true peace of mind. In this act, we will build your personal blueprint for success. This isn't about creating a rigid, complex document that you'll never look at again. This is about creating a living, breathing system for execution. We'll break down your massive goal into small, manageable steps. We'll design daily habits and rituals that guarantee your progress. We'll create a system that makes success not just possible, but probable. You've done the internal work. Now it's time to build the external structure. You are the architect. Grab your tools. Let's start designing your masterpiece. Your goal of achieving a net worth of $1 million by a specific date is powerful. But right now, it can feel like a distant, monolithic mountain. Trying to climb it in one leap is impossible and honestly, overwhelming. The secret to conquering any great challenge is to break it down into smaller, less intimidating pieces. We must deconstruct your massive goal into a series of smaller sequential milestones. This process transforms a source of potential anxiety into a clear step-by-step path that you can walk with confidence. It makes the impossible feel possible and the overwhelming feel manageable. This is the first step in creating your architectural blueprint. Let's start with your end date. Let's say your goal is to reach $1 million net worth in 10 years. The first step is to break that 10-year goal into yearly targets. How much does your net worth need to increase each year to stay on track? This simple calculation immediately brings the goal into a more manageable time frame. A goal of increasing your net worth by, say, $100,000 this year is far less daunting than thinking about the full million. It gives you a clear objective for the next 12 months. You now have a shorter-term mission that you can focus all your energy on achieving. This is your first level of deconstruction. Now, we must break it down even further. Take your annual goal and divide it into quarterly targets. What must you achieve in the next 3 months, the next 90 days to be on track for your yearly goal? The 90-day window is a magical time frame for execution. It's long enough to make significant progress, but short enough to maintain a powerful sense of urgency. Your quarterly goal becomes your immediate obsession. It might be to save a specific amount of money, to launch a new product, or to land a certain number of clients. This quarterly target is your primary focus. It is the game you're playing right now. Finally, we break the quarterly goal down into monthly and even weekly outcomes. What specific results do you need to produce this month? What are the 3 most critical things you must accomplish this week to hit your monthly number? By doing this, you have transformed a vague 10-year dream into a concrete set of actions you must take this week. You now have absolute clarity. You know exactly what winning looks like on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. You are no longer hoping for progress, you are engineering it. You have taken a monumental goal and made it your daily practice. Now that we have deconstructed your goal, we must focus our energy on the most powerful unit of execution, the 90-day sprint. The world can change dramatically in a year, making annual plans easily derailed. But a 90-day period is the perfect sweet spot for intense focus and rapid progress. I want you to start thinking of your life in these 90-day blocks of time. Each quarter is a new season, a new opportunity to have a new year and make a massive leap forward toward your millionaire goal. This approach creates a cycle of planning, intense action, and renewal that builds incredible momentum over time. It allows you to be both strategic and agile. For each 90-day sprint, you will have 1 to 3 primary objectives. These are your must-win battles. These are not your entire to-do list. They are the few critical outcomes that will make the biggest impact on your quarterly goal. For example, if your quarterly goal is to increase your net worth by $25,000, your 3 primary objectives might be: first, save $6,000 from your primary income. Second, generate $10,000 in revenue from your new side business. And third, find and analyze 5 potential real estate investments. Having this level of clarity on your top priorities is a superpower. It tells you exactly where to focus your best energy. Once you have your 1 to 3 primary objectives for the 90-day sprint, you must make them visible. Write them on a whiteboard in your office. Put them on a sticky note on your computer monitor. Make them the wallpaper on your phone. You must be reminded of your mission constantly. This constant exposure keeps your goals at the top of your mind and helps your reticular activating system to spot opportunities and resources that will help you achieve them. You are programming your environment to support your focus. Out of sight is truly out of mind. Your most important goals must be in your face every single day. At the end of each 90-day sprint, you must conduct a review. This is non-negotiable. Take a few hours to analyze your results. What did you accomplish? What worked well? What didn't work? What were the biggest obstacles? What did you learn about yourself and your strategy? This review process is where the real learning happens. It allows you to celebrate your wins, learn from your failures, and intelligently plan your next 90-day sprint from a position of greater wisdom and experience. This cycle of plan, sprint, review, repeat is the engine that will drive you to your million-dollar destination faster than you ever thought possible. The war for your millionaire future is won through small daily victories. Your success will be the sum of your days. Therefore, you must have a plan to win the day. Effective people start with a clear plan created the night before. Identify your most important task, MIT, to move closer to your goals. Commit to completing this task first. Identify 2 or 3 other important tasks that support your goals. This creates a short, focused win list. Finally, schedule these tasks into your calendar. Block out time for your most important task. Your calendar should reflect your goals. Your morning routine is the cornerstone upon which your entire day is built. How you spend the first 60 minutes has a disproportionate impact on your success. The 3 core components remain: move, reflect, and learn. Commit to a minimum of 15 minutes of movement. The first input of the day should come from you, not from the chaos of the outside world. The reflect portion is where you connect with your goals. The final component is to learn or grow. Spend at least 20 minutes feeding your mind with high-quality input that is aligned with your goals. You win the morning, and you win the day. So, your plan is now clear. Your daily actions are defined. But there's one final formidable enemy you have to conquer to execute your plan consistently: distraction. In the 21st century, distraction is the new poverty. Your ability to maintain deep, unbroken focus on a single important task is honestly one of the most valuable and rare skills in the modern economy. Your phone, your email, social media, the news, these are all weapons of mass distraction designed to steal your most precious resource, your attention. To achieve your million-dollar goal, you must be ruthless in protecting your focus. You have to build a fortress of focus around your most important work. The first step is to create a sacred space for your deep work. This is a physical location that is optimized for concentration. It should be clean, organized, and free from clutter. When you enter this space, your brain should know that it's time to work. Most importantly, this space must be a no-distraction zone. The most effective way to do this is to leave your phone in another room when you are working on your most important task. The mere presence of your phone on your desk, even if it's turned off, has actually been scientifically shown to reduce your cognitive capacity. Be merciless. Remove the source of the distraction completely. Next, you have to use technology to fight technology. Install website and app blockers on your computer and phone. Set them to block all distracting websites, social media, news sites, entertainment platforms during your scheduled deep work blocks. This removes the temptation and the need to rely on willpower alone. Willpower is a finite resource that gets depleted throughout the day. A good system makes it so you don't have to use willpower. You are creating an environment where focus is the default and distraction is difficult. This is how you win the battle for your attention consistently, day after day. Finally, you must train your focus like a muscle. Start with short periods of focused work, maybe just 25 minutes, using a technique like the Pomodoro method. Work with intense, single-minded focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. Over time, you can gradually increase the length of your focus sprints. This practice will literally rewire your brain, strengthening the neural pathways associated with sustained concentration. Your ability to do deep work is the superpower that will allow you to execute your plan and create the extraordinary results required to become a millionaire. Your plan is your map, your focus is the engine that will drive you there. You have done the work, you have the mindset, you have the plan. Now harness the law of momentum. An object in motion stays in motion. The hardest part is those first steps. Once moving, you build a nearly unstoppable force. You are building that initial momentum. Momentum is your greatest ally. Never let the train stop. Do it with consistency. Never have a zero day. Show up and push forward every day, no matter how small the push. A perfect plan is worthless without action. You can have the most beautiful blueprints in the world, but they will never become a skyscraper unless someone starts digging the foundation and putting up the steel beams. Planning is essential, but it is only about 10% of the equation. The other 90% is pure, relentless, massive action. This is where most people fail. They get stuck in analysis paralysis. They're constantly learning, planning, and preparing, but they never pull the trigger. They're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect guarantee of success, but that moment will never come. The only way to create results is to step into the arena and act. Massive action means operating at a level that most people would consider honestly unreasonable. It means making 50 calls when others make 5. It means testing 10 different marketing ideas when others are still perfecting their one. It means working on your business for 2 hours every evening while others are watching television. This is not about being busy, it's about a massive volume of intelligent, focused effort directed toward your most important goals. The sheer quantity of your action will start to produce a quality of results that you could never achieve through timid, hesitant steps. You overwhelm the problem with activity. Taking massive action requires courage. It is the courage to act in the face of fear and uncertainty. You will be afraid. You will doubt yourself. You will worry about failing or looking foolish. This is normal. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Your why must be bigger than your fear. Your dream of freedom has to be more powerful than your fear of rejection. You must feel the fear and take action anyway. Every time you act despite your fear, the fear gets smaller and your courage gets bigger. Action is the antidote to fear. It's the cure for anxiety. Don't wait for confidence to act. Action creates confidence. You don't feel confident and then make the sales call. You make the sales call and then you feel more confident. You must reverse the formula that society has taught you. Take one bold, uncomfortable action right now. What is one thing you have been putting off that you know could move you forward? Do it now. Pick up the phone, send the email, register the domain name. This single act of courage will break your inertia and start the flow of momentum. Massive action is the engine of your success. It is time to stop thinking and start doing. It is time to get in the game. Your entire life, you've been conditioned to seek comfort and avoid pain. Your brain is hardwired to keep you safe within the familiar boundaries of your comfort zone. But here is a truth you must burn into your mind. Your comfort zone is your poverty zone. It's the place where your current results live. If you want to achieve something you have never achieved before, like becoming a millionaire, you must be willing to do things you have never done before. You have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace discomfort. All growth, all progress, all success happens in the realm of the uncomfortable. Think of it like working out at the gym. If you only lift weights that feel easy and comfortable, your muscles will never grow. Growth only happens when you push yourself, when you lift a weight that challenges you, that creates a temporary stress on the muscle. It's in the repairing of that stress that the muscle becomes stronger. Your mind, your confidence, and your skills work in the exact same way. The discomfort you feel when trying something new, making a cold call, speaking in public, investing your money, is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you are growing. It's the feeling of your potential expanding. You must learn to reframe the feeling of discomfort. Instead of seeing it as a threat, you must learn to see it as an indicator of progress. When you feel that knot in your stomach, you have to learn to smile and say to yourself, "This is it. This is where the magic happens. I am growing right now." You must intentionally seek out situations that stretch you. Every day, do one thing that scares you. Volunteer to give the presentation at work, start a conversation with a stranger, ask for a discount. These small acts of courage build your discomfort muscle and expand the boundaries of what you believe is possible for you. This journey to $1 million will be filled with uncomfortable moments. You'll have to have difficult conversations. You'll have to take calculated risks. You'll have to face your weaknesses and work to improve them. You must not run from these moments. You must run toward them. The more you are willing to be uncomfortable, the faster you'll grow. The size of your success is directly proportional to the amount of uncertainty and discomfort you can comfortably live with. Make discomfort your new friend. Make it your compass that points you in the direction of your biggest growth. On your journey to becoming a millionaire, I can make you one absolute guarantee. It will not be a smooth, straight line to the top. There will be setbacks. There will be challenges. There will be moments of gut-wrenching failure. You will launch a product, and no one will buy it. You will make an investment that loses money. You will lose a key client, or have a deal fall through at the last minute. These are not possibilities, they're certainties. Storms are a natural and unavoidable part of any great journey. The question is not if the storm will come, but how you will respond when it does. Most people are emotionally fragile. When they hit their first major setback, they crumble. They take it personally. They see it as a sign that they're not good enough, that their dream is impossible. They say, "I knew this wouldn't work," and they use the setback as an excuse to quit and retreat to the safety of their comfort zone. This is why so few people achieve their dreams. They're not prepared for the reality of the path. They expect a sunny walk in the park. And when the first hurricane hits, they abandon the ship. You must be different. You must be an anti-fragile warrior. You must anticipate the setbacks before they happen. See them as part of the plan. When you build them into your expectations, they lose their power to devastate you emotionally. You no longer see them as a failure but as a test. The universe is testing your commitment. It's asking you, how badly do you really want this? Are you truly committed, or were you just interested? Every setback is an opportunity to prove to yourself and to the world that your decision to become a millionaire is non-negotiable. You are not a visitor on this path, you are a resident. You are here to stay, no matter the weather. The key to weathering the storm is your emotional fitness. It's your ability to manage your state in the face of adversity. When a setback hits, you must immediately take control of your focus. Do not focus on what you lost or what went wrong. Focus on what is still good, what you can control, and what you can learn from the experience. Ask empowering questions like, what is the lesson here? How can I use this to make me stronger? What is my next move? A setback is not the end of the road unless you decide to park there. You must have the resilience to get back up, adjust your sails, and keep moving forward. The most successful people on earth have failed more times than the average person has even tried. They understand a powerful secret. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. Every failure contains a seed of equivalent or greater benefit. It is feedback. It is data. It is the market telling you what does not work, so you can get closer to what does. You must learn to separate your identity from your results. Failure is an event, never a person. Just because you had an idea that failed does not mean you are a failure. It simply means you found one way not to build a light bulb. When you experience a failure or a setback, you have a choice. You can persist, meaning you stubbornly keep doing the same thing that is not working, hoping for a different result. This is the definition of insanity. Or you can pivot. A strategic pivot is one of the most important skills of any wealth creator. It is the art of changing your approach while keeping your vision intact. Your vision to become a millionaire does not change, but your strategy for getting there might have to adapt based on the feedback you receive from the real world. You are like a ship's captain, constantly making small adjustments to the rudder to stay on course to your destination. A pivot is not quitting. Quitting is giving up on the vision. Pivoting is being smart enough to change the plan when the plan is not working. Maybe you started a business in one niche and you discover there is no demand. You pivot to a different niche. Maybe you were investing in one type of asset and you learn that another type is better suited to your goals. You pivot your investment strategy. The pivot requires humility, the ability to admit that your initial approach was wrong. It requires courage, the willingness to let go of what is not working and try something new. It is a sign of strength, not weakness. To pivot effectively, you must be a ruthless student of your results. You must track your progress. You must know your numbers. Data tells the truth when your emotions might lie to you. Is your net worth increasing? Is your business growing? Are you getting closer to your goal? If the answer is no over a sustained period, you must have the courage to ask why and be willing to make a fundamental change in your approach. Do not be married to your methods. Be married to your mission. The strategic pivot is your tool for navigating the complex and ever-changing landscape of wealth creation. We have talked about massive action, and it is crucial. But there is a force that is even more powerful over the long term. That force is consistency. It is the quiet, unglamorous, day-in, day-out discipline of showing up and doing the work, even when you do not see immediate results. Think of a stonecutter hammering away at a rock. He may strike it 100 times without a single crack showing, but on the 101st blow, it will split in two. And he knows it was not that last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. Your journey to $1 million is the same. Your daily actions are the hammer blows. Success is not the result of one giant leap. It is the cumulative effect of thousands of small, intelligent choices compounded over time. Saving a little bit of money each day doesn't feel like much. Making a few extra sales calls doesn't seem to change anything in the moment. Spending 30 minutes reading a book instead of scrolling on your phone seems insignificant. But the compound effect of these small, consistent actions over months and years is staggering. It is the force that creates millionaires. It is the simple, silent engine of exponential growth that most people ignore because they are looking for a shortcut. The challenge of consistency is that the results are often invisible for a long time. This is where most people give up. They work hard for a few weeks or a few months, and when they don't see the massive results they were hoping for, they conclude that it's not working. They stop saving. They stop making the calls. They stop learning. They have given up just before the 101st blow. You must have faith in the process. You must trust that your consistent daily efforts are building a powerful momentum beneath the surface. You must fall in love with the process, not just the prize. Your daily battle plan and your morning ritual are your systems for ensuring consistency. They are your non-negotiable commitments to yourself. They ensure that you are laying a brick for your empire every single day. Do not underestimate the power of these small daily wins. They are the small hinges that swing the big doors of your financial future. While others are searching for the next big thing, you will be quietly, consistently doing the work. And one day, you will look up, and the rock will have split. You will have arrived. Your success will look sudden to the outside world, but you will know the truth. It was inevitable, built one consistent day at a time. As you continue on this path of consistent, massive action, there is one final element that can either accelerate your journey or stop you dead in your tracks. That element is your environment, specifically the people you surround yourself with. You have heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is not just a motivational platitude, it is a scientific reality. Your peer group determines your mindset, your standards, your ambition, and your beliefs about what is possible. If you are surrounded by people who are negative, who complain, who have low standards for themselves, they will inevitably drag you down to their level. To become a millionaire, you must consciously engineer your social environment. You must seek out and build relationships with people who are playing the game at a higher level than you are. You need a circle of strength, a mastermind group of individuals who are also committed to growth, success, and abundance. These are the people who will challenge you, who will hold you accountable, who will lift you up when you face setbacks. When you are in a room with people who are all focused on success, your own standards rise automatically. Their success becomes your new normal. Their belief in what is possible expands your own. This may require you to make some difficult choices. You may have to lovingly distance yourself from friends or even family members who are constantly draining your energy and poisoning your mindset. This is not about being better than them. It is about protecting your own dream. You cannot afford to let someone else's fear and negativity infect your mind when you are on a mission this important. You must be a ruthless guardian of your own energy and your own focus. Seek out mentors, join networking groups, find online communities of like-minded people. Proximity is power. Get yourself in the room with the people you want to become. Your environment is either a headwind pushing against you or a tailwind pushing you forward. You get to choose. A strong circle of support is your secret weapon. They are the ones you can call when you have a big win to celebrate. They are the ones you can call when you get knocked down and need a hand to get back up. They will see the giant within you even on days when you cannot see it yourself. Building this environment is not a luxury. It is a necessity for anyone committed to achieving extraordinary results. Your journey will be 10 times easier and 100 times more enjoyable when you walk it with other champions. Congratulations, you have weathered the storms, you are taking massive, consistent action, you are building momentum. Now, we arrive at the practical heart of wealth creation. It is not enough to simply make money. Many people earn high incomes but end up with nothing to show for it. They are like a bucket full of holes, with money flowing out as fast as it comes in. The true secret to lasting wealth is not just what you earn, it is what you keep and what you grow. You must now shift your identity once more. You have become a creator of value. Now, you must become a wise and powerful steward of the wealth you create. Being a good steward means treating every dollar that comes into your life with respect. It means seeing each dollar not just as spending power, but as a seed. A seed that you can either consume today or plant to grow into a massive money tree in the future. Most people are unconscious consumers. They see money, they spend money. A steward sees money as an army of soldiers. Your job is to send as many of these soldiers as possible out into the world to fight for you, to conquer new territory, and to bring back more soldiers. This mindset shift from spender to steward is the foundation of all financial management. This is not about being cheap or depriving yourself. It is not about scarcity. In fact, it is the exact opposite. It is about playing the long game. It is about understanding that by managing your money intelligently today, you are creating a future of absolute abundance and freedom. A future where you can buy whatever you want without looking at the price tag. A future where you can give generously to your family and the causes you care about. Stewardship is about being strategic. It is about taking control of your financial destiny instead of letting your impulses and societal pressures control you. You are the master of your money, not its slave. In this act, we will give you the simple, powerful, and practical systems to manage your money like a millionaire. You do not need a complex budget. You do not need to be a financial genius. You need a few simple rules and an automated system that makes growing your wealth inevitable. We will teach you how to save aggressively, how to automate your financial success, and how to put your money to work for you so that it grows exponentially over time. You have worked hard to create value and earn your income. Now, let's learn how to protect it, manage it, and multiply it. If you learn only one rule of personal finance, let it be this: pay yourself first. This is the golden rule of building wealth, separating the rich from the poor. Before you pay anyone else, save a percentage of every dollar for your future self. This is non-negotiable. Start with at least 10%. Put it in your financial freedom account to be invested and grow. The amount is less important than the habit. The higher your savings rate, the faster you will reach your goals. It is not how much you earn, it is the percentage of what you earn that you keep. You are building your wealth fortress, brick by brick. Now that you are committed to paying yourself first, we need a simple, automated system. We will call this the 3 buckets system: freedom, growth, and spending. First, your freedom bucket. At least 10% of your income should automatically transfer into a separate investment account. Next, your growth bucket. Allocate 5 to 10% for investing in yourself through books, courses, and coaching. Finally, your spending bucket. Roughly 80% of your income to live on, guilt-free. Your freedom bucket is powerful because of the compound effect, what Albert Einstein called the 8th wonder of the world. This is where earnings generate more earnings, creating exponential growth. It starts slow, but accelerates into a snowball of wealth. Time is critical. Start investing early, even small amounts. Every day you wait is lost growth. Your automated freedom bucket is your secret weapon. Consistently add money, building your wealth snowball. The compound effect is the unstoppable force that will carry you to your $1 million goal. The final step in this act is to make sure the money in your freedom bucket is actually working for you. Saving money is a critical first step, but it is not enough. Simply letting your money sit in a standard savings account is, honestly, a losing game. Why? Because of inflation. Inflation is the slow, silent thief that erodes the purchasing power of your money over time. If your savings account pays you 1% interest, but inflation is 3%, you are actually losing 2% of your money's value every single year. You are, in a way, running on a financial treadmill. To build real wealth, you must move from being just a saver to becoming an investor. An investor puts their money into assets that have the potential to grow at a rate significantly higher than inflation. This is how you build real wealth. This is how you make your money work hard for you. As we discussed in Act 2, there are many types of assets you can invest in, such as stocks, real estate, and businesses. For the vast majority of people starting out, the simplest and most effective way to begin investing is through low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds, also known as ETFs. These funds allow you to own a tiny piece of hundreds or even thousands of the world's largest companies all at once. Investing in a broad market index fund is a bet on human ingenuity. It is a bet that over the long term, the best companies in the world will continue to innovate, grow, and become more profitable. Historically, this has been one of the safest and most reliable bets you can make. You do not have to worry about picking individual winning stocks. You simply own the entire market. This strategy, championed by legendary investors like Warren Buffett, allows you to participate in the overall growth of the economy with very little effort and at a very low cost. It is the perfect starting point for your freedom bucket. Your mission now is simple. Open an investment account. This could be a brokerage account or a retirement account like a 401k or an IRA. Automate the transfer from your checking account into this investment account every single payday. Then, set up an automatic investment to purchase a low-cost, broad market index fund with that money. This 3-step process, open, automate transfer, automate invest, is the entire system. It is simple, it is powerful, and it puts the incredible forces of compounding and market growth to work for you 24/7. You are no longer just working for your money is now officially working for you. We are at the very beginning of your new life. You have been given the blueprint. You now hold the complete map to your millionaire destiny. The path ahead is clear, though the journey will not be easy. This transformation is the real prize. The person you become to achieve it is the true treasure. You must learn to find joy in the journey itself. Embrace the struggle, for it is the struggle that makes you strong. The challenges you will face are the path. You are now a creator. You are an architect. You are a warrior on a noble quest for freedom. Walk this path with courage, with passion, and with joy. Look toward the future. See the life that is waiting for you. See the person you are destined to become. This future is a promise. It is a reality that you are actively pulling into the present with every action you take. Think of the legacy you will create. It is about the impact you will have on your family for generations to come. Think also of the contribution you can make to the world. Money is a tool of impact. The more you have, the more you can give. This vision is the promise of tomorrow, unlocked by the discipline of today. The path is long, but the destination is real. Close your eyes. Imagine that day has arrived. You wake up a millionaire. The sun is streaming through your window. You take a deep breath. What is the very first feeling that washes over you? Is it relief? Is it pride? Is it a profound sense of peace? There is only a quiet, powerful stillness. The feeling of absolute freedom. You make your coffee and you look out the window. The world looks the same, but everything is different. You look at your reflection and you see a different person. This day is not a finish line, it is a new beginning. It is your destiny, should you choose to accept it. Your journey has begun.